Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Have such a great crowd. My name is Jeremiah Ingram. Before we get started, I wanted to take care of a few housekeeping items to let you know the format of our presentation today. First, thanks for attendance and to everybody watching. This is being streamed around the world on Facebook Live. What we're going to do is we'll have some remarks from our distinguished guests, and then we will open up the floor for one or two questions for members of the media. And following the press conference, we'll have some opportunities for one-on-ones in the arts gallery on the side here. And I will remind you that if you are going to ask a question, please wait for a microphone so we can hear you on the stream. So without further ado, I won't take up more of your time. I'll introduce our first speaker, IUPUI Chancellor Nasser Paydar.
Thank you. Well, good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful morning. What an exciting morning. So I want to thank you for being here. I also want to take an opportunity to thank two individuals who could not be here, who have been very supportive of this campus and this initiative that I'm going to talk about in a second. Michael McRobbie, president of Indiana University, has been very supportive, and he could not be here. On his behalf, I want to welcome all of you here to IUPUI. Mr. Jim Morris, vice president of Pacers operation, as well as the chair of Indiana University trustees, very supportive of the initiative that we are going to be talking about, could not be here, but sends his best. So, it's so nice to see so many Jaguars here. Are there Jaguars here? So, as Jaguars, let me hear you roar. Wow. Oh my God, watch the ceiling. This event is also being streamed live. I want to welcome all of the faculty, staff, and others in the community that are participating in this program. So, for about 19 years, IUPUI has been part of a Summit League. We've been blessed to be part of Summit League. In fact, we joined Summit League when we moved from Division to Division I about 19 years ago. We've had an opportunity to play with all the teams there, build partnership with the universities in Summit League, participate in postseason championship events in mainly Sioux Falls. And our athletes have accomplished significant wins, and I believe in 9 sports we have won conference championship, and we are really appreciative of the relationship we've had with Summit League. But today, we are here to announce that IUPUI, effective July 1, will be joining Horizon League. This is really exciting. A lot of people worked to make this happen. We had the support of the city. The presence of the mayor here is an indication of the support that we have in the city of Indianapolis, and we support all you do, Mayor Hogsett, and thank you for wonderful work that you have done in the short time you have been in the office. Thank you. We also have worked, absolutely. I must say that there is a conflict of interest with the mayor because he's graduated from that building a few years ago. So he is a Jaguar too. So we have absolutely, I love that roar. Can I have that roar again? Wow. That was more close to meow than. I think we need to get a real Jaguar from the zoo, which is 2 miles from here, and bring it here too. So why Horizon League? Many reasons for that. For one thing, Horizon League shares our core values for support of our athletics, for the integrity and the quality that we work very hard to have in our athletic programs. The headquarters of Horizon League is within 2 miles from here. That is significant. We are in a city that has facilities that is not matched by any other city in state or in the country when it comes to athletics, amateur athletics. It does make sense for us to be engaged with a conference that has a headquarters here that we could leverage in all of our resources and have opportunities for Horizon League that otherwise cannot have. Also, when we joined Summit League in 1989, the center of gravity of that league was in Indianapolis. We had teams in our east, Ohio, south, west, north, but that was the distance that we traveled. Today, Summit League has evolved as all leagues evolve, and the average distance between us and a team is about 600 miles, and in some cases over 1,000 miles. We play in areas that we don't have that many alumni. And what Horizon League offers by having teams in states that are touching us within driving distance, where in large cities where we could have our alumni participate. Now, you all know the difference, what a location makes. You all imagine the best athletic facilities or game you've been in. You've seen people fill the stands. You've seen that energy. You've seen that support. And that is what we could do by being part of Horizon League, where we could have our alumni in the programs and the games and competitions. Each of those is worth at least 2 points or 3 seconds in that competition. So we are very excited. When we had the opportunity to make a case to the presidents and chancellors of Horizon League about 10 days ago in Chicago, our athletic director, Roderick Perry, and I gave a presentation, a PowerPoint, and I remember the last PowerPoint, which says, if we join Horizon League, we promise you 2 things. One, we will be great partner for Horizon League, bring all of our resources together, and support Horizon League as we move towards higher levels. The second promise, and that was the last line in our promise, in our presentation, was that we promise you that we'll beat the heck out of your basketball teams. So Austin and Jason, where are you? You're on. You have to deliver on that promise. So it is now my pleasure to invite our guests here to help me see what's behind this door number 1, right behind us. John LeCrone, Mayor. There's 3 panels. If you could get this section and kind of move it down. Pull it down, pull it down. Yeah, pull it. So you could stand here for pictures. Let's stand here for pictures. Oh, we're going to pull the chairs before we sit on it, though. Thank you. Before I turn the podium to John LeCrone, Commissioner for Horizon League, I have a basketball here which says IUPUI Horizon League. I'm going to invite the mayor and the commissioner to help me sign this on this occasion here, please. You want me to sign? Sign it, yeah. Wonderful. John? I will. So this is a game changer joining, And I would like to toss the ball now to Jim LeCrone, Commissioner of Horizon League.
Chancellor, thank you. I didn't know if that was a two-hand chest or bounce pass or over the head. I didn't know it was coming. But obviously, you have leadership skills and basketball skills. Now, just a short story on the Chancellor. He absolutely came into our boardroom and said, "We're going to beat the heck out of you." Here's what I remember, but I don't know if it's in the meeting minutes. What I do remember hearing, but I'm not sure, is money is no object. So,
no way, I would not have.
Well, thank you, everyone. My job here today is to thank some people and introduce some people, because the Chancellor said it all. Everything he said about why Horizon, I can say why IUPUI. Unbelievable potential to be competitive. Unbelievable potential, no, unbelievable. Unbelievable potential and ability to build capacity. So we're looking forward to that. What can you say about this city that for the last 25 years has been my hometown? Amateur sports capital of the world, right? Unbelievable place. And then if you get to know the Chancellor, he's all about creation and innovation and collaboration. Before I talk about that, though, there are some special guests here and some thanks that I want to share with everyone. First, Chancellor, to you and your staff, great job in putting this together. The Horizon League staff, Rod, to you and your athletic staff, we not only thank you, but welcome you. Cheerleaders, how many student athletes are here? If you're a student athlete, raise your hand, please. Unbelievable. And how about the IUPUI coaches? How many coaches are here? Unbelievable. We are so fortunate to have all of you in our family, and we welcome you, and we look forward to working with you. And then just some very special guests, because as you know, this just solidifies our community partnership, and we have so many of them. I just wanted to have them be recognized. I see Bill Benner from the Pacers staff. So the Pacers, really great support from Jim, which we appreciate. The Indiana Sports Corporation, Susan and Melissa, and I know Brett's here, and Ryan. Ryan, where are you? Ryan's there in the middle. Thank you. We invited a couple of folks from the NCAA, but they're NCAA council meetings today, but just wanted to give a brief shout out to Oliver Luck, who's been absolutely incredible to us in our partnership here. I don't think Oliver's here, but we look forward to working with Oliver. And then, I don't know if Davis Whitfield made it. I know Bob Gardner from the High School Federation's out of town. Davis, are you here? I don't think he's here. But anyway, the High School Federation, another unbelievable collaborator. And then a guy who's become my dear friend, who is here, Jay Gladden. Jay, where are you? There's Jay, right there. You know, Jay was just recently named the Associate Vice Chancellor for Undergraduate Education and the Dean of the University College. But you know, Jay's really a sports guy. He has all of his graduate degrees in sports management, so we go to lunch a lot and talk about sports a lot. And he's an incredible asset to this university. So, let me talk about those three words again. Collaborate, create, innovate. So why are we here today? Unbelievable collaborative opportunities with IUPUI. Championships, facilities. We're really excited right away to move our men's and women's swimming championship here. World-class facility. Big event going over there right now, but we look forward to that. And then finally, the Chancellor mentioned location. Now, all of you can come to Detroit instead of going to the Dakotas and spend the entire weekend there and support the Jaguars at Motor City Madness. So we hope you'll come, and we want you to win. By the way, that's our first year in the brand new Little Caesars Arena, state-of-the-art facility, home of the Red Wings, home of the Pistons, home of the Horizon League basketball tournament. So we are really excited about that. Second of all, create. There are so many opportunities here in this community to create more things together. It could be emerging sports. It could be esports. Anything we think about, we can do in this community related to sports. And what we want to do is create events with all of our partners that add unbelievable value to our great city. And then the last thing is innovate. I've talked to the Chancellor and to Jim Morris and to Ryan and to Oliver and Jay about a new idea, an innovative idea, an opportunity to create a center of learning in the best city in the country for this purpose. And that center of learning is to be created to develop opportunities for all sports leaders in the country and the world to come and learn. What a better place than IUPUI? What a better place than Indianapolis? So my dream and my goal and my vision as we move forward together is to innovate on things like that, and that would be at the top of the list. Can you imagine bringing all the sports leaders from across the country and the world here to Indianapolis to learn together and talk together? Because that opportunity doesn't exist, believe it or not. Think about the issues we have in youth sports and high school sports, in the Olympic and pro area, and in college. The NCAA is here. The National Federation is here. So my dream and my vision and my goal as part of this unbelievable partnership would be create with IUPUI that center of learning here in our great city. So I look forward to that. Thank you. And certainly on all of these initiatives, we hope to have more news about them as they come to fruition. And with all of that said, I want to thank you for coming for today. Everybody in this room is a Jaguar, including me. So go Jaguars. One of the reasons we have this unbelievable city is because we have an unbelievable mayor. And another hand for Joe. And this illustrates the strong partner we have here together. So Joe, would you mind coming up and saying a few words?
Well, good morning. Good morning. Many of you know that, or maybe some of you don't, that as mayor, I am empowered to officiate weddings. Scary, isn't it? I have the power to marry people. That's precisely what I want to do this morning. So on behalf of the Horizon League, do you take IUPUI as a member school to honor and obey, et cetera, et cetera? And Chancellor, do you, representing IUPUI, take Horizon League as your new athletic home?
I do.
We're not kissing anybody. By the powers vested in me as mayor, Indy Mayor Joe, I hereby marry IUPUI and the Horizon League. Look, it's an honor to be with you today. It's a great day for IUPUI, for the city of Indianapolis, and though I appear today as mayor, I also stand alongside many of you, if not all, as a proud resident of this great city. We are here in Indianapolis, and we love our IUPUI Jaguars. And I am a proud, as the Chancellor indicated, I'm a proud mayor, I'm a proud resident of our city, and I'm a proud graduate of IUPUI. So it's about time to elevate the stage. IUPUI is indeed a world-class institution. It resides in a world-class city, and today that profile joins the ranks of a world-class athletic league, the Horizon League. This is indeed indicative of the enormous success of a school and a city to partner with a profoundly successful league, and we will continue to grow together. I look forward to the brighter days to come. As mayor, I do have the ability to speak on behalf of all of the people of Indianapolis, and it is those many voices that I carry when I say, IUPUI, welcome to the Horizon League. We cannot wait to watch you rise. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, John, Chancellor Paydar. Now I would like to welcome IUPUI Athletics Director Roderick Perry.
Thank you. Wow, what a great day for the IUPUI Jaguars. You know, this day has been almost 20 years in the making. When I was interviewing for the position, someone asked, how long would it take us to get in the Horizon League? I simply said we need to compete and compete well in the Summit League, and we'll let the future take care of itself. The future is now, and we are proud members of the Horizon League. I would first like to thank the Summit League, who has been extremely gracious to us. We had many years of great competitions with those 8 other member institutions, and for that we are grateful. As we move to the future and look towards the competition, the rivalries that we will establish with the 9 other Horizon League institutions, we are excited. I talked with the head coaches and staff right before this press conference, and I made it clear that while we are happy to be new members of the Horizon League, we are not going to rest on our laurels and just be happy to be members. We're entering the Horizon League, and we are planning to compete for championships, and we're planning to do that sooner rather than later. I would like to thank all of the former student athletes, coaches, and staff who laid the foundation for this great opportunity that we have today. I would also like to acknowledge our current student athletes, coaches, and staff who has been putting forth work over the past year to make sure that we are well equipped for this opportunity. Last year in the Summit League, we were the 4th overall program, which tied for our best in our history. We're looking to take that momentum in the Horizon League, and we're taking that momentum starting on Saturday, our first day as an official member of that conference. I've been asked several times over the last few days, are you really going to the Horizon League? Have you gotten an invitation to the Horizon League? And I can honestly say that I've not been returning calls. I've not been returning emails. So I have a lot of making up to do this evening after this press conference. But I want to make it clear that the time is now, the time is right, and we are the right institution to be the newest member in the Horizon League. We are 18 sports, 300 student athletes, but we're one team. Over the past several months, we've undergone a new brand identity. So we will start to release that new identity over the next few weeks. What sound does the Jaguar make? We roar, absolutely. As we prepare for the 17-18 academic year, our new advertising and marketing campaign is called Roar. Creating tradition takes all of us. Players who compete with ferocious determination. Fans who go above and beyond. Together we will launch a new era of victory. So rise, it's time for us to roar. I have a plea to everyone in attendance, to our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and our fans. We need you. We need you at our sporting events. We need you cheering on the Jags. Please join us in our first season as we compete in the Horizon League. We need you to help us show all the other 9 Horizon League member institutions that we have the best fans in the Horizon League. And it starts on September the 9th. Our men's soccer team will be hosting a Horizon League opponent at 7 p.m. in Carroll Stadium, and we would like to see everyone there. Regardless of the sport, whether it's supporting our women's basketball team or volleyball team in the jungle, or the swimming and diving teams in the natatorium, or the soccer teams at Carroll Stadium, or the softball team at the softball complex, or any of our other sports who play in town. We need for you to come out, and we need for you to come out in record numbers. Let's show that we're proud Jaguars. Go Jags.
Now we'll open it up for just a couple of quick questions, and a reminder that after these questions from the media only, we will have an opportunity to speak to our panelists back in the Arts Gallery. So if you have a question, please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. Alex to the side here will get it to you. Back in the corner.
Thank you for this. I'm Dr. Toby Malachi, the very first forward for IUPUI Metros, who's up on the second floor, number 30 in the campus center. And I am so proud to see what is particularly this great university. All the great athletes have come forth. My heart is warm when I got the invitation from the Chancellor and Mayor Joe, who I've known since we were young boys. I'm filled with tears and gratified. And Coach Kellum there and Coach Lovell, Sharon Holland, I just want to tell you from bottom of my heart in the first team, thank you for getting the league, and you guys and girls, you're way better than we ever were. So just thank you.
Well, I want to take the opportunity to thank you for all you have done. We would not have been here if it wasn't for you. We would not have been here if you had not practiced and played and were proud of the team that you had. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here. We are celebrating this, but we also know you made it happen. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments for our panelists? Okay, great. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. As we mentioned, we will have an opportunity for interviews in the Arts Gallery following this. Again, thank you and congratulations and welcome.